Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I want to share a very interesting watch I received from Long Island Watch. This is the Islander Hudson Harpoon Diver, reference ISL-303. I want to thank Islander Watch for sending me this watch for review. However, the reason why you're not seeing a paid promotion in the corner is because this watch was sent to me on loan. I'm not being paid or compensated in any way for my review. In fact, I'm paying the shipping cost to send it back. If I like the watch and want to keep it, I can reach out to them and they might cut me a deal on the watch. The reason why I say is they might is because at the time of this video, the price on this watch already dropped $200 from $549 to $349. So honestly, if I want to keep this watch, I don't know how much lower they could go. And wait till you see the details and specs this watch brings for just $349. But first, the dimensions. You get a very nice 40mm case, 20mm lugs, a 47mm lug-to-lug, and with its thick, boxed sapphire crystal, the thickness is just 13.5mm. Size to my 7.5-inch wrist, this watch tips the scales at just 156 grams. Not bad. This watch gives you 200 meters of water resistance thanks to its signed screw-down crown and screwed-down decorated caseback. The caseback is a slight departure. You still have the lighthouse, but now you also have a shark breaching the surface, and you can see there it says "Help Shark" printed in red. That's really fun. Under this caseback is a Miyota 9015 high beat movement powering this watch. On the time grapher, this 28,800 vibrations per hour movement was running smoothly at -3 to 4 seconds per day. Very impressive performance from a very impressive movement for a watch under $350. Going back to the dial, Islander did a great job. I asked Islander to send me this colorway, and I'm glad I did. Why? Because I wasn't sure about this color. On their website, the color looks more like a powder or baby blue. But in hand, the blue, especially around the bezel and outer ring of the dial, is a slightly darker blue. It looks better than the illustrations on their website. And the bezel insert, by the way, is also sapphire. However, the serrations are pretty smooth and they aren't very large, so turning this 120 click bidirectional bezel is a little stiff, but it's still very, very precise and very positive. It reminds me a little bit of my Spinnaker Fleuss GMT in that regard. The indices are also very cool. They're meant to be tiny boat hulls with tiny outboard motors at the stern. I see that. I also see a broadhead spear or harpoon heads as well, like an old ivory carved head. The minute hand is your more traditional looking harpoon, and when the minute and hour hand are extended in opposite directions, it completes that harpoon. I love that counterbalanced seconds hand with the shark on it, and the color on the dial is beautiful as it transitions from an almost white at the center to an ocean blue as it pushes towards the indices. And I hope I can pick this up, but if I hold it at an angle, you'll see tiny shark heads breaching the surface like on the caseback. You can see it much better when I hit it with a UV light. There, hopefully you can maybe see that a little better, that pattern. And when I shut off the UV light, this watch has some excellent lume. Maybe not the longest lasting lume, still some wonderful lume around the sapphire bezel, the indices, the date window at 6 o'clock is also loomed, along with the hands, and there's a soft, warm lume to the dial. Really beautiful. The watch is 316L stainless steel everything. You have both brushed and polished surfaces. The bracelet is a combination of mesh and removable links that attach wonderfully to a decorated on-the-fly ratcheting clasp. I love these clasps, and Islander did a great job at decorating this. Similar to the dial, you could see tiny shark prints on the clasp, including the extension. A really, really nice touch. Unfortunately, the bracelet itself is a failure. It's bad. Good concept, bad execution. It's just uncomfortable. It's got no articulation to it, so it fits awkward on the wrist. This section has up to 12 removable links. but you can see here that it is a tongue and groove system secured by screw pin links that give you no flexibility. And the screw heads were also a problem. They seemed to be shallow and my screwdriver kept slipping off. If you read the reviews on their website, the bracelet and sizing are the biggest complaints. And not to mention, it's ugly. Half mesh and half whatever. What Islander needs to do is include in the box an FKM rubber strap. Having just a bracelet won't do. Here's a look of it on wrist. It kind of pulls away from your wrist at the clasp because there's really not much space for that scissor underneath to blend in with that non-articulating bracelet. And you can also see here a little bit how it's pulling away from my wrist on the top again because it lacks any articulation. Throw a 20mm rubber strap on this watch and it feels much better. It's a completely different watch. Plus, it looks much better too. This black strap is pretty nice, but if it were a blue strap, it would probably look even better. So they should include a strap or ditch the bracelet altogether for a strap. I had this black rubber strap sitting in a drawer. I have no idea where it even came from, but it does look rather nice on this watch. Either that or they could just go with a better bracelet, like the one used in this Ocean Crawler Core Diver. This is a shark mesh bracelet. Very comfortable and has great articulation, as you can see here. It really conforms to your wrist, and their method of sizing are these H-link spacers. They look great and they function great. Now, of course, this Ocean Crawler is also going to cost you more. It's a 600-meter diver, not a 200-meter diver. It's got a Swiss Solita SW200 movement, not a Miyota 9015, and so on. I'll be reviewing this watch in the coming weeks, so be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications to be alerted when that review drops. For now, a simple fix of the Harpoon Diver is to include an FKM rubber strap at no charge. So what do I think of the Harpoon Diver? Do I like it? Am I thinking about keeping it? Yes, I like it very much. It's an excellent watch. The Harpoon Diver was Islander's response to Seiko's Jaws edition. I wanted to get the Seiko Jaws, but I was really disappointed at how Seiko mailed that one in. If I remember, the Seiko and this Islander might have released around the same time. Here, Islander wanted to give you a different and original shark-inspired design. Nubeo did their own shark-inspired design with their recent launch of the Megalodon. I'll leave a link to this review in the description as well. But this Harpoon Diver gives you a lot to like. A great size, a great design, and a great movement. But what I can't live with is this bracelet. Popping on a strap or swapping this bracelet out would just help tremendously. But I shouldn't have to do that. It should come from Islander. And because of this bracelet, I won't be keeping this watch and I will be sending it back. Once again though, I want to thank Islander Watch for sending me this watch to review. I'll leave a link to their website, and Islander has a great rewards program called Crown Points. For every purchase you make, you get points. And if you use the link I provided, you'll also receive a $25 referral rewards points. I'll also get a $25 reward for full disclosure. So go onto their website, check out the Islander brand of watches. Long Island Watch is also an authorized dealer of over 40 other watch brands, so be sure to check out those watches as well. Their prices are solid and their customer service is first class. And I hope you enjoyed this review. And if you did, take a second to like, subscribe, hype, comment, thank, share. Whatever you could do to support the channel will be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.